Hello everyone and welcome to my GA Soap Opera Today channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers. No one in Port Charles is safe as Sidwell's grief unleashes wreck. According to General Hospital spoilers, Jen Sidwell's sadness about losing his son Mercurius may cause him to become enwrapped in Port Charles, where nobody would be safe. No one should meddle with Sidwell. Fans of General Hospital witnessed him shoot Henry Hank Dalton at Windermere after the PCU professor crossed the QE. Who could overlook the fact that he gave Willocaine the medications to inject Truecaine with in order to induce his locked-in syndrome? Sidwell was starting to see the congressman as a liability, and the criminal didn't hesitate to act. Now that the only person Sidwell really loved is gone, the small town should prepare for some serious mayhem since Sidwell is as evil as soap opera villains go. When Sidwell was bidding farewell to his son, who was lying dead in a hospital bed following surgery, he had a breakdown before Marcos' stabbing. Sidwell vowed to put a nail in Sonny Corinthos' coffin in order to exact revenge for Marcos' death. But Sidwell may not be the only person interested in the Mafia Lord. Fans may remember that on the Monday, March 23 episode, Sidwell and Laura Collins got into a furious argument. Sidwell told Laura that he knew where Cassidy and Kevin Collins were in Ireland and asked her to follow suit. At this point, Laura chirped back and inquired if Sidwell would cooperate or fight back if his son Marco was threatened. Will Sidwell think Laura was involved in the scheme to kill his son given what happened to Marco? That being said, Sidwell's revenge tour in PC might potentially pose a threat to Isaiah Gannon. During the Wednesday, March 25 broadcast, Sidwell, the physician who performed Marco's surgery, was stunned to learn that his kid had not survived. Given their past, he wondered whether Isaiah had intentionally botched the surgery. Isaiah was immediately defended by Portia Robinson, but should the surgeon be concerned? However, if Sidwell discovers that Marco risked his life by stealing Reed Westbourne's prescription at the behest of Lucas Jones, then both Reed and Lucas may be in danger. Additionally, Sidwell's major investor in his cold fusion technology, Roche Cullum, is in a difficult condition. He took matters into his own hands and was the one who stabbed Marco rather than telling Sidwell about his son's betrayal. When Sidwell discovers that Pascal and his chores went behind his back, what happened to him and Pascal, the butler, might instantly meet his demise at Sidwell's hands if Pascal reveals his boss how he fled to Column without learning of Marco's death or his son's treachery. Sonny will probably take the brunt of Sidwell's wrath, according to General Hospital spoilers, but nobody is safe in PC right now because of the heartbroken and violent father. Spoilers for General Hospital. Danny complete the task Rocco began Column's death. According to General Hospital teasers, Danny Morgan might go after Rush Column on his own. Fans of GS are aware that there is much more to the incident, even though the WSB recently arrested Jason Morgan for shooting Column. If Jason had been able to hit Column cleanly as he had intended, things would have been different. But because Jack Brennan was standing close to Column, Jason was unable to acquire a clear shot. So he gave up on his quest and attempted to reach Danny's game instead. After all the chaos on the pier, Jason is now forced to cover for shooter Rocco Falconeri because the scenario descended into pandemonium as the evening went on. Dennis feels Column must be bad news, even if he has no idea what actually happened. It's understandable how Danny may conclude it's the time to kill Column after blaming him for everything. Danny may eventually discover the real truth and grow even more committed to defeating Colum. Danny might eventually discover that Jason is covering for Rocco, regardless of whether Rocco comes clean or Charlotte Cassadin finds out and bluffs. Danny might recognize that Rocco was attempting to protect Jason, but he might feel conflicted if he believes Rocco ought to have told the police. Since Colin is the true adversary in this situation, Danny might decide to carry out Rocco's initiative and remove him off the map. Colin may not be as fortunate if Danny targets him with the intention of killing him. Even though he survived Rocco's gunfire, we could definitely see Danny turning into a miniature version of Stone Cold and obtaining a firearm. With Jason out of the picture, Danny might shoot the column and go down a bad path. Danny will undoubtedly be very hurt and extremely angry as a result of Jason's ordeal in prison. Watch this space to find out what happens to Colum as Danny takes his anger out on him. The outcome could be stunning. According to General Hospital spoilers, Danny still has a new surprises ahead of him in the upcoming months. Spoilers for General Hospital. Did Britt use fake medication vials to trick Colum? According to General Hospital spoilers, Britt Westbourne's life has completely changed. When Lucas Jones gave her those vials of medication for Huntington's illness earlier this week, she was happy. However, when Rush Colum confronted her on the pier and insisted that she return the vials, things took a terrible turn. Was the WHP director punked by Britt's quick thinking? Britt Westbourne's predicament. Fans are reminded by General Hospital spoilers that during their furious argument at the pier, Colum insisted that Britt return what was his. A scared Britt gave the two vials to Colum, who was brandishing a gun, only to see the man stomp on them and toss them on the ground. So, did Britt perform a switcheroo? Did she give the right vials? Is a significant storyline twist imminent? When Colum came down those pier steps, Britt saw her whole escape plan fall apart. Jason Morgan intervened to save Britt when Colum threw her down and rendered her unconscious. But Rocco Falconari, Britt's surrogate son, proved to be the real hero in this scenario when he shot Colum in the back. Does hope exist? Fans of General Hospital are aware that Lucas and Mercurius took the medications from Windermere while Colin and Jane Sidwell were using them to force Britt to work on Caesar Faison's final project. Jason knew a source to duplicate them. Therefore, he was going to give Britt the medication. Having said that Jason is currently under arrest and accepted responsibility for Colum's shooting in order to spare Rocco from punishment. Ultimately, the adolescent was merely attempting to protect Britt and Jason from Colum's evil fury. The only bright spot in the horrific sequence of events that transpired between the Friday, March 20 episode and the Tuesday, March 24 show is the possibility that Britt accidentally or purposely handed Colum the incorrect vials. Is it possible that Britt had additional vials in her suitcase, either as the leftovers from a previous trip or as additional medications for a different ailment? Time will tell. Did Britt give the correct vials to Colum? Early week spoilers for Jay's March 30 April 3. Finding Jason Confession Dilemma. Funeral errands spoilers for the week of March 30 on General Hospital point to some unexpected developments. You might anticipate Rocco Falconari debating, admitting, and enduring a nightmare. After being hauled away by the WSB, can Jason Morgan ever be located again? Let's start discussing what will happen in the ABC soap drama because there will be one funeral to organize. Experiencing a nightmare, let's begin with Rocco. The youth followed Britt Westbourne. As fans are aware, Rocco took the rifle and shot Rush Colum as things got out of hand. To keep Rocco safe, Jason cleaned the gun of his prince, but Rocco is already overcome with guilt. Rocco has been instructed by Lulu Spencer to keep it a secret, but he might succumb to his remorse. Actually, Lulu and Nathan West are arguing over Rocco's confession, since it will ruin his entire life and he was only attempting to protect grief that is obviously a no. Closeness and secrets Lulu has conquered with Nathan that Dan Falconeri cannot be aware of the truth. Lulu and Nathan should become even closer as a result of the secret, even though the truth will eventually be revealed. Locating Jason Morgan according to General Hospital teaser, for the week of March 30, the WSB has taken Jason away. Unfortunately, Jason was being carried off when Danny Morgan arrived, as Danny struggles to comprehend everything. That will be devastating. Live in the near future. It is fair that Jason may be missing by the time a judge orders his return. Rocco might tell Danny the truth since he feels so guilty. But I think that will lead to a decades-long conflict between Danny and Rocco. Charlotte Cassadine might end up in the middle of the two teenagers as a result. Funeral arrangements. Lucas Jones is already dealing with Mirko's passing, but he will also have to come to terms with the fact that he prevented his lover's murder from dying. The complete truth will eventually surface even though it is currently concealed. Siege and Sidwell's grieving process is another. Sonny is not accountable, but the man wants to hold him accountable. Sonny's innocence is irrelevant to the evil. Sonny is solely to blame. Additional expectations. What else can be anticipated is that Harrison Chase and Brooklyn Quatermain may prepare to adopt the child, and a Scout Quatermain might become interested in Drew Kane. Let's examine the implications for Willow Tate Kane's future. J.S. Makeup Artist explains the creation of Mirko's graphic scene. Arjun Akondu was commented by the cosmetics crew for his passions throughout the intricate prosthetic procedure. Not only did Colum stab Marco on General Hospital, but he also set off a chain of events that rocked poor Charles. Watching Alex's attempt to save Marco's life and then witness his ripped abdomen as he lay on the operating table was emotional, even terrifying. In the end, he passed away from his injuries. Thanks to the amazing cosmetics department, which just revealed some behind-the-scenes secrets, this scene will linger with viewers for years. Marco's injury makeup was created by the FX crew, according to GA's makeup artist Priscilla Castro. She expressed her gratitude to Carol, the department director, and the show's employees for believing in their idea. And Adrian Akondo received recognition for his endurance when doing cosmetics. Heavy blood effects and intricate prosthetics were visible in behind-the-scenes videos. An outstanding performance. General Hospital Season 63 episode 134 was posted on Instagram by GA's makeup artist Priscilla Castro Picado. The entire FX team worked together to create Marco's injury makeup, and we couldn't be more proud. She also complimented the entire cast and crew of the program. Our makeup department head Carol for continuing to trust our vision and letting us use so much blood on daytime television. Received special recognition. She went on to thank Adrian Akondo, saying, "Thank you, Adrian, for being so patient and open to the entire makeup process. You made our job so easy." She also expressed her gratitude to Sam, who recorded the entire procedure. She included a few pictures and short videos that featured close-ups of Marco's chest covered in thick, glossy blood and layered prosthetics. The controlled mayhem of a stressed operating room, where every detail had to be captured on camera, was visible in the backdrop when you no longer feel like an illusion. And supporters didn't hold back. One viewer said, "What a great episode too," and said another said, "So good," and still another said, "Great job on the makeup." Castro Picado got into the response saying, "Next year's Emmys were sweeping," and then added, "Thank you, expressing gratitude. Looked very much real." Sam embraced the emotional consequences. I am heartbroken. I love you on General Hospital. You were an incredible actor and didn't want this outcome. So guys, thanks for watching. If you like this video, please don't forget to subscribe my channel without missing any update.